target part. That's the first column of your games, alright? So the target games can be used right up to under 12, so it's all about how to make them, to make these games more difficult. So I just want to do a couple of wee things here, basically with your under 6s. So that's going to be sort of their main activity, all about their target work, alright? So I'll get these 3 boys. Alright, so just go one at each cone, and who's beside you? Go ahead. One of the chatty boys in the class too, right? So just facing this way here. Facing this way. So just come out to about here. Alright, and you take the ball, you take the hurl, and you take this up one here, right? So just as a very, very basic, now this is sort of like your under 4s, under 6 work, right? So all you're going to be doing is, you're going to be doing just a wee target practice trying to knock the cone down with your hands. You're doing just a wee target practice just hitting, using your hurl. And you're going to be doing target practice with your feet. Alright. So I'll just get you just to do that for just about 20 seconds, and then we'll discuss how to make the game easier or harder, alright? So off you go. Alright, just go one more time, and then we'll just try and do a quick discussion with it. Alright, right. Have they got much success there? Do you think? Not much success. So what can we do to make sure that they're going to get some success? Because it will get very, very frustrating for a number of years if they don't get the success, because they love to see things being knocked down. So what can we, how can we have these 3 boys here to make it easier for them? Right, so just move yourselves closer. That's basically it. It's just a wee question to ask the children. Even, instead of telling them, even just to get them exposed to them, how do you think we can make it easier? So they'll probably come up with the answer anyway. So just one a wee bit closer then, so they can get more success straight out. Alright, so 2 out of 3. Right, so we've got all knocked out. So again, just starting off very, very basic for them, alright? Tell them then just how to make it harder. It's just going the opposite way, just by moving backwards. So you can start bringing the wee competition into basically, if you get it knocked in close, then you can take a step back, see how far you can go, till you keep going and getting things knocked down. So that's just a very, very basic one for your under 4s, under 6s, alright? So is everybody happy enough for that one? Alright. So well done boys, thank you. I'll give a round of applause. Alright. Now just going to move this one on to here. We're going to do a wee bit of passing and moving. So could I get 2, 4, 6? Could I get 6 volunteers, please? Use your head. Get one head tree first here, and just partner up. And could I have? I need now 3. Come on.
No people.
Right, need now 2.
Right, that's it.
Right. So I guess it's just a partner up, just find a partner there. Right. I guess you just pick one football, between 2. Alright, there's one over there. So we'll just get you to stand in between, so you can come over here and stand in between.
If anybody there wants to use the hurls, you can.
Alright, so just find a wee gate here. So boys, could you just find this yellow gate, and I'll get you to go to the orange gate. Alright. So this is basically, we're going to try and start building this up to passing and moving, alright? So ideally you'll have loads of gates about the pitch, alright? So this will get them to bring spatial awareness and try to move on to a different gate, alright? So the first thing, just to make it simplified, alright, we're just going to get one of you to stay at the gate, so just you stand in between the gates, alright? So you're not going to move, and you're going to pass the ball to your teammate, he's going to pass it back, and then you're going to find somebody else standing between the gates. So it's just about one of these moving. Alright, so off you go. So make sure you get it through the gates, Alright, and freeze. Right. What's actually happening here, right? There's a wee bit of confusion starting to go on because there's football sort of going over and everybody's sort of crossing over each other. So if this is your teammate here, what you're going to be doing, right? So instead of moving away from them, just to make that successful pass, right, I'm passing it to you, passing it back, alright? I must go and find somebody else. So instead of coming from you from the sideways, your gate's over here, so I'm going to turn around and then pass the ball back to you, alright? And then move to the next gate, alright? And he's ready, passing to, and back again, alright? So just try it one more time instead, because there's a lot of footballs being crossed over. Alright, so just try that. Just change your partner so that your partner's now standing inside the gate. So whoever hasn't been out, you don't mind this time. Now make sure that you're using your eyes. Use your eyes to make sure that you're getting to the person who has not got a ball. Alright, so you have to be aware, instead of 2 footballs going to the one person, it's up to you to make sure that there's a free person to pass to. So off you go. Right away, you find somebody's free. That's it. So keep looking about. That's it. Well done. Okay, and free. So that's just a very basic one, because whenever you get the 2 moving, it can be a bit mad and cause a bit of havoc. So that means that there's one glue to the gate. Alright, so we target because they have to get it to that particular person. So what we're going to do now, you're both going to be working and you're both going to be moving this time. So with your partner, you're just going to take a step out of the gate. So you have to pass the ball through the gate to your partner, and then you and your partner have to go and find a free gate to pass the ball through. So off you go. It has to be a free gate. And frames. Okay. Right. So just for example, what's your name? Brendan and Mark, alright? So just for Brendan and Mark, right, we've nearly seen them passing through to 2 gates, alright? So if you find out there with some of the children, you can just actually say, right, you must make sure you pass through the gate, because you're actually picking up 2 gates there. Alright, so that's up to you to, again, use your eyes and be aware of that. Alright, so that's just a wee simple one, just to get both moving. Alright, now you will find that probably one of the partners will be way down to this side, the other partner will be running away up this side, and like, Johnny, where the hell are you? And it's nearly like this big passover, so it's like working together and taking that responsibility. So I would say whoever has the ball, take the responsibility and your teammate goes with you. So it's about talking as well. So you getting the talking in where you say, right, come on, move to this gate here. Alright, instead of just the 2 of you going where you want. So a bit of communication there as well. So that's basically just a wee gate game on the move. So you can add in competitions, first to 5 different gates. You can maybe add in a defender. So basically somebody who's moving around. If you 2 are about to go through a particular gate, I can stand in and stop them from going through this gate, so they have to work that wee bit harder. So you can keep adding in and making it more and more difficult for the particular game. So just with the wee last game, we'll just do a wee particular game. Thanks very much. Give them a round of applause there. We'll have 6 volunteers just for our last game then. So any 6, we're going to have a game of Beat the Bears. Whoever wants to be a bear. Aye, please. Any 6 at all, quickly. Come on. So we just get these to stand at a blue cone each. By the blue cone. We need 2 more, big man, and we need what? We want this blue cone here. And we need 1 more. We'll be a big bear first. It's going to be a bear. What do you need? Right? Okay, so this is just really, it's another target game, right? The previous game was all about using targets just to move through. This is going to be sort of like a first principle of attacking and defending. So just for the young children, I like to just call this game Beat the Bear. It's basically give them a wee idea and a wee bit of fun. So Joe's going to be the bird here, alright? So what he has to do, he has to protect his cone here, alright? He doesn't want the boys and the girls on the outside to what? Knock it down. So that's your target, and so we attack and defend principle. So if you're starting off with the ball, alright, Joe, where do you think you're going to stand? Right, why are you standing there? Right, so you can't get your cone. So are you going to be able to knock the cone down? Right, so what do you think you have to do?
Do you knock it down? You knock it down the ball?
Yep.
Passing it.
Right, alright, so we've got other teammates out here, so we need to get the spur working really, really hard. So I'll just let these go on there for a wee minute there and we'll go through it. So you have to stay in your cone. Oh. Right, tricky there. Don't knock them down flat.
Come on, Joe, get those feet moving.
So Joe's going to be the defender, so that gives him an insight that he has to defend his goal line, alright? So it's great for defenders, just to give them say, right, well you have to protect this at all costs, alright? The boys and girls on the outside, it gets them into the way of thinking, right, well there's no point in me standing here all night trying to roll this ball and get it knocked out if this spur's got it knocked out. It's that time to start moving the ball off as quickly as possible to somebody on a better position. So that's what it's all about. Find somebody who's in a better position. So it gives that feeling that if somebody's going through a goal, alright, if the goalie's coming out towards you, and there's no chance of you getting through, you're going to have to use somebody who's in a better position as you. So maybe to have them, or in any sort of situation in the game, it's all about getting it moved off as quickly as possible and getting them to work as hard as possible. So, is everybody happy enough with that we play through the game?
That's a good, Catriona, that's a good for getting the rest of the team.
It's just about it, because you will find that they'll automatically just try and keep knocking it down. So it's getting them to, right, who are you going to pass it to? You know, why do you think you should pass it over to this boy or girl or to whatever? So it's by questioning them to get them thinking, right, well, I do have to pass it on because I'm not going to get it knocked down. So hopefully when it comes to maybe like a wee game situation, they'll have that in the brain and say, right, well look, I'm coming into a situation with a bird here, I need to get it passed on. So hopefully they'll see that defender and think of them situation. So is everybody happy enough with that? Right, well done. So give them a round of applause there. Alright, so that just covers sort of like a wee broad area of the target game. So I think, Roisin, you're going to move on to the...
Yes, we're going to do four.
Right.
Do you want to say anything else about those target games or for like the older ones?
Well, basically, just with the passing and moving, just as discussed earlier on, maybe trying to bring a defender into that game, so that they're trying to move off. But the next game is just getting them on the move. Anything you want to add to that, Roisin?
No, but like sort of we were talking earlier on when we were in placement about different target games that we could use. Target games quite often are used for younger ones, but there's targets that you can use for older ones as well. Like
yes, I just that particular one you were on about earlier on there.
That one. So we were just talking about you know, like even putting like bits like having hooks and goals and cones, you know, sort of giving them targets, and then the likes of if you're looking for like diagonal kicks, you've got like maybe like a square out 20 metres, and you're looking for to kick, you know, the ball into the square for somebody running through. You know, like thinking like those wee sort of things are good for children to have their eye in for a target instead of necessarily looking at the person. Well, you're looking at the person running, but it gives them that wee bit of extra help to get it into that space. That's still worth like a point for them, whatever. So
you can just sort of help them train up. So if there's somebody that is kicking the ball into that zone, well then that wee particular or that child will know, right, well I'm aiming to get in there, you know, because I know where that ball's exactly going. So using your cones around the pitch just for different areas that you want to work in. If you want to work on the diagonal ball, get the square made out and say that you want the ball pumped in there, you want it pumped into there, or pumped into there. So it gives them a wee idea. It doesn't actually have to be into the child's hands, alright, it's about getting them to run onto that particular ball. So you can have them starting out in the middle, and then say somebody kicking the ball out to the corners for that maybe full forward to run out onto. So it's giving them a good idea of keeping the play wide, and giving them the option of running onto it. So
what we're going to do now is we're going to take it and we're going to use some court games, okay? So I'm sure there's people here that know what, like there's loads and loads of different court games. You can use them in the hall or you can use them out in the field as well. So I've just got set up one little game here.